Hello all you amazing people, we got ourselves a new console mod drop in Baldur's Gate 3 featuring 18 new mods. We got ourselves a class mod that I wasn't sure if it would get added due to some slight World of Warcraft branding on it, and we also have a mod that I said on Monday that we would likely be getting soon on consoles. So if you haven't seen that video, I do videos every once in a while talking about mods that I think will be coming soon, and this is just further proof that I was able to guess that correctly. So I'll be covering all the new mods in this video, including one that allows you to wear the Night Song's outfit as your camp clothing. So we got some cool things here. I guess the first one I want to talk about is the priest class. I'll go into a bit further detail on this. This mod was made by C. Montgomery Burns here, and this is basically like the priest from World of Warcraft, but a little bit different and Baldur's Gate 3 flavored. So it has some cool interactions. You get different skills that charge up different resources that you can use on other spells. I think this is a really cool one, and I will go into further detail on this because it's very fun. I enjoyed playing around with this one. There's also a warrior class mod made by this creator here, so potentially the warrior will come alongside it, and they actually go together very well. So the priest class, a very unique healer, and I'll get into that in a moment. But we also have this mod here, Fade's Equipment Distribution. And I said that this one was very likely to come to console, and it's now here. The only thing, it doesn't actually really do anything at this moment. So this mod was made by Graphic Fade, and the reason that it was released to console because there's a bunch of other mods they make, like the Wands and the Weave and the Unarmored and Upgraded Monk outfits. So what this mod does is it'll incorporate all their other mods into random areas in the game. So with this mod, you don't have to, you don't have to go to the tutorial chest and just get all the items that you want. It's actually naturally dispersed throughout the overall game. Now, this adds 200 different locations into the game world, and this is from a variety of different mods. So what's cool about that is you can install X, Y, or Z, depending on what mod you want for what classes, and it adds it to different areas in the game. So that's super exciting. As I mentioned, they do have a monk, a ranger, a wizard, a druid, a cleric, a bard, gifts of the absolute, which gives us actual useful items for if you have the mark of the absolute, because there's not a lot of great absolute branded items in the base game. I'll just be honest, they were very lackluster. So this really enhances that. And this mod creator also made the Unholy Smite. So yeah, that's really cool. But yeah, we'll hopefully be seeing this get all added here soon. We currently just have the Fade's Equipment Distribution. But there is mods that do add some new items here with the sets of Faerun version 1.1 by O for the Gamer. Now what's cool is they have this one here, which will add the items into random parts in Act 1 and 2. So there's a bunch of different items. There's smithing stones you can use to upgrade the items. But the thing is, you have to go around and find all these yourself. They also have a cheat version, which puts them all into the tutorial chest. So if you want the tutorial chest, you do have to download 2 mods instead of 1. But what's nice about this is for those that want to just get all the items right at the start of the game, make their builds from it, you got that in this. I'll go over the items that are in this because there's some fantastic ones. There's 120 some different items, and more getting added too. And they also have the upgrade stones, which allows you to upgrade them even further. I think this mod is fantastic, and I'll again go into it in a bit further detail. But the sets of Faerun, we also got ourselves change the default camp clothing to the Night Song's outfit. So you can see there Shadowheart rocking it, my character rocking it. So this is the Night Song outfit. It is from the base game, so it's not a custom asset. This is actually floating around a bunch. But if you look at the Night Song, this is the outfit it wears. But this mod now allows you to wear it as your camp clothing. We also got ourselves a Dolor dice, Eldritch Blast inspired, just another dice mod. You know the deal. But the other 12 mods may be somewhat of a disappointment. However, there is, I guess, a silver lining that I'll talk about. So this is a feat for every level for all 12 of the base game classes. So that sunk up 12 of the mods. Whenever I see that there was 218 new mods, previously we only had 200 mods. So I was like, wow, 18 new mods. This is huge. So I went looking through them and I was coming up short. I was like, where are all these new mods? And it's these ones. So feats for every level. We already have a mod that adds feats for every level for all classes. So this does feel a bit redundant. However, there are some slight changes or some slight differences you get. Like if you want to do a wizard dip and get 1 level and the feat still. So like let's say you did 11 levels of the cleric and added in 1 level to the wizard. With this mod, you can still get all the extra feat you get at level 12. So there is some usefulness, but I don't really love this mods. I know some people will be upset that 12 of these mods were tied up in this. But I want to focus on the positives because there's a lot of people getting really negative over these things. We got ourselves the frameworks for a big mod adding a bunch of new items to the game. We got a mod that adds a bunch of new items to the game. And we got a class that I did not even think that we would get with the priest class. So I'll show off what the priest looks like here now. So the priest here, we get ourselves the smite, which gives you 1 holy power and deals 1d4 of radiant damage. There's the lesser heal, which is 1d4 of healing and gives you 1 holy power. And the holy fire, which uses your holy power and does a 2d4 radiant plus 1d4 of fire damage for 3 turns. Pretty cool. So you use your lower level spells to power up your character to be able to cast the higher level spells. And I think that that is very unique for Baldur's Gate 3. You also get some different subclass features. So this will allow you to toggle on and cast priest spells that would normally cast an action as a bonus action. So nice little effect there. I'll go over some of the other spells as well. We also get ourselves a power word shield, which applies a shield that gives the target temporary wisdom modifier, temporary health, grants 1 holy power based on wisdom, applies weakened soul for 2 turns, and a target with weakened souls cannot gain this again. We also have the renew cantrip, open your allies to light, granting them wisdom modifier health at the end of every turn for 3 turns, grants 1 holy power and it's based on wisdom. And then we have the Shadow World Pain, which does 1d4 psychic damage, allow the target a glimpse of the shadow beyond the light, dealing 1d4 of psychic damage at the start of the turn for 4 turns, grants 1 holy power. We also get different class passives, like the ability to, whenever you heal an ally, heal yourself for half of your class level. Life Leech, whenever you heal yourself for 20% of the damage done. Whenever you deal damage with a spell, you heal yourself for 20%. And then Inspiration gives you a +1 while Power Word Shield is active. So there's some pretty cool options there. And then we get some more spells. Purify removes disease, 2d4 of healing, and this uses 1 holy power. And then Mind Blast rank 1 does a 3d4 of psychic damage, using 3 holy power. So you charge up and then blast with your more powerful spells as you continue to level up. We get stronger versions of Smite and lesser heal. Power Word Fortitude increases Constitution scores by 1 for all allies. Penance does 2d4 of radiant plus 2d4 of healing, so you can damage or heal your allies. And then we also got ourselves the Prayer of Mending, which does a 2d4 plus 6 healing and powerful prayer that will heal an ally after they take damage for 4 turns, 2 holy power. We get further class passives. Focus your mind, making the next spell cost no resources. 1 additional holy power whenever you're granted holy power, which is really good. And you're closer to Shadow. This allows Shadow Word Pain to last until the target dies. Shadow Word Death no longer hurts you if the target's above 50% health. So some very nice passives there. You can build around damage or being just a focus, having a focus on just healing, which I think is really nice for a healer class, because in a game like Baldur's Gate 3, you just need to focus on damage, really. Then we got our Guardian Spirit here. Call upon the light to watch over an ally. If the ally is brought to 0 health points, Guardian Spirit will intervene, bringing them back to full health using 5 holy power. This is probably the most broken thing that we get at level 5 here. Power Infusion. Holy power runs through you to the target, granting you the target another action point until the end of the next turn. Really nice for 5 holy power. Shadow Word Death rank 1, 2d6 of psychic. Share a glimpse of the knowledge of the shadow, dealing 2 to 12 psychic damage to them. If the target is over 50% health, deal 2 to 12 psychic damage as well, grants 1 holy power. And Shadow Word Pain level 2, so an increased power version of this. Now I'll do a full build guide on it. I don't want to spend the entire video on this, but there are a lot of really cool abilities. Heals allies for 1d4 whenever you deal radiant damage. But I'll be doing a build. I'll have this up later tonight, so you can check that out if you want to see the priest in greater detail. I want to show off the armor, or the sets of Faerun, which gives us 127 items. This, don't be fooled by the number. There's a bunch of stones, which allows you to upgrade your items. So it ranges in effects. So like this one here, the number you need to roll a critical hit will attack is reduced by 1. Get a +1 bonus attack and melee rolls. This gives us equipping all 5 pieces gives you additional benefits. So this gives the Lunar Shades defensive maneuvers when fully equipped. So what this will look like, we put on all these pieces of outfit. They do have similar to the base game appearances, so nothing too crazy here. But when we replace all the pieces with our character here, we do get an extra benefit. So now we got all the pieces equipped. To be able to see the benefits that you get from this, you're just going to go into your character sheet, and then you'll see set bonus, Lunar Shades 5 set bonus, and in addition you'll get the set bonuses here. So for this particular one, defensive maneuvers gain a +1 to saving throws for Constitution Dexterity. This gives you short bow and long bow proficiency with an additional 2 damage on those attacks. Darkness has no effect on you, and you're immune to the Shadow Curse. This one gives you +2 to Perception, cannot be surprised, so basically like a diet version of the Alert feat. And this gives a +2 Initiative, so even further enhancing it. So those are pretty cool, but what's even cooler is we can actually buff these up even further. So if we take these stones that you get, the magic infused stones, you can go ahead here and power these up. It will unequip it, but it goes into your inventory again, so then you can just go ahead and re-equip it and continue powering up all your gear. So I'll show you what this all looks like. It gets pretty strong, so we'll just power up all of our gear, put it back on, and show you the benefits of that. So this is cool. I love this feature of this because it's just nice to be able to power up your items and feel like you're actually getting something out of it. So then you go to character sheet and you'll see the bonuses here. +4 to initiative, +2 to saving throws. Bows deal additional 4 damage. This does a +4 to perception, and darkness has no effect on you still. So the set bonuses, and then this one also will give you the Aura of Murder. So enemies within 2 meters become vulnerable to piercing damage, similar to the ballast armor. So that's a pretty powerful buff that you get from powering these all the way up. So yeah, it's crazy. This also will give you different benefits, like this one turns you invisible for 2 turns. So they are a little bit overpowered in certain ways, but they gain a lot of these benefits whenever you level them up. So you can see there, it gets quite strong. There's a bunch of other cool ones, like this is a Dream Guardian's outfit, but it's dyed a different color and it looks real crisp here. So again, this gives different benefits depending on it. I'm not going to go over every single one of these. This one is a clothing piece, gives a +2 to persuasion, which is kind of cool. And it's like the dress, or it's like the robe you get, but a short version of it. There's a bunch of other cool benefits here. Some items that have not unique, but nice looking appearances to them. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits here. Then there's also the stronger version of these, and mind you, these are all scattered throughout the base game. Just want to clarify that again. And I think this will increase your wisdom to 18, and whenever you deal thunder, lightning, or radiant damage, you do reverberation, which is huge. Now there's one more thing here. They have these magic infused stones, a Faerun legendary item, not yet implemented, so the creator is working on even stronger versions of these. So this is great for if you want to do like a, I guess, lone wolf playthrough. You can get some very powerful items here. There's nothing in the final satchel there, tier 3, so it just has the tier 1 and tier 2 here. But hey, this is really well done. I enjoy mods like this that add items not only that are scattered throughout the world, but also some really cool looking items. So this here has some really nice dye to it. But in addition to that, it also has the ability to upgrade it, which is very cool. I'm a fan of being able to upgrade things, especially if you're running through the game. Let's say you've played Baldur's Gate 3 10 or more times. You know where all the items are, but now being able to play through it again and have new experiences and new surprises, I think that is truly amazing. So this mod provides that bunch of random items you can find, power up with the stones, and Fade's equipment distribution will be coming soon with further changes to that as well. So there's some really great things happening at the Baldur's Gate 3 modding community, especially on console. There's some great things coming our way. So yes, it was 18 mods, 12 of them were kind of duds for majority of people, but we got great armor distribution mods and a class that I did not personally think would come because it was referenced as a World of Warcraft, and I wasn't sure there were rules regarding things that are like direct kind of copies from other games. Yes, there's a lightsaber mod, but they call them plasma staffs. This one outright says like World of Warcraft. So we'll see what else I'll get added. Maybe the Demon Hunter will come. Maybe that's too on brand because the icons do resemble things that are not like the priest did use icons that were not relevant to World of Warcraft. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what your mod you're most excited to see come to Baldur's Gate 3. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you all in the next video.